System on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jesup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. It's a fabulous Friday, a football Friday. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, WIFO FM in Jesup. Butch over here with you along with Bob Morgan on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup. And also brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. Bob, you doing good today?
I'm doing good.
Got your Wayne County T-shirt on, Wayne County cap, ready to go.
Ready to roll.
All right. Wayne County football tonight at JC Stadium. Kickoff at 7:30. Wayne County versus Buford. But we've got several guests this morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We got some guests in the studio and then out there in the green room. Bob, you want to introduce our guest? You know him?
Hey, we got Mr. Adam Pruitt here. Got a big event coming up in Screven, Georgia.
Lieutenant Adam Pruitt.
I just know him as Adam.
You just know him, Adam. Yeah.
Anyway, tell us about the big event. It's a fundraising event.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot going on.
Yes, sir. This is the second year we've done this. It's it's going to be held at the Grace Community Park.
They're in Scriven.
Yes, sir, right behind Scriven Elementary. This year, the proceeds and everything that we're doing is going to go for Mr. Hayes Godwin. His mom and dad going to kind of give us a little background on what's going on and what's took place, kind of what they expect. As far as for the event that day, it's October the 19th. We're going to start it off that morning with a car show. Mr. Sloan's going to bring his car show in, and they're going to get that kicked off at 9 o'clock. It's going to go from 9 that morning until 3. While that's going on, we're going to have, throughout the day, music, cornhole tournament. Two-man teams, it's $50 to enter. First place pays out $300. Second place, $150. So for anybody that wants to come out and show their skills at cornhole, that'd be a good day to do it.
Now, who is the group that is doing this fundraiser? You did one last year as a fundraiser, this year as a fundraiser to help folks out in the Scriven area?
Yes, sir. The city of Scriven's putting it on this year, and we're kind of heading that up at City Hall and getting everything together and trying to get it rocking. Okay.
We've got Kaylin and Jeremy Godwin in this morning. The fundraiser is for their son Hayes. And good morning. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. And so, Kaylin, tell us a little bit about what's going on with this. What's the situation with your son and what the funds will be used for to help him out?
Okay. Hayes was born at 38 weeks with a left-sided congenital diaphragmatic hernia. When the doctor did the repair at 24 hours old, he noticed that he didn't have a diaphragm at all on the left side. So it allowed his stomach, 30% of his liver, his bowel, and his spleen to travel up into his chest cavity and restricted his lung growth. So we'll use the benefits from this cook-off to help with our medical expenses.
Okay. And how old is Hayes?
He is 101 days old.
101 days.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what will the procedure, the surgery entitle? What are they going to do to try to help fix the situation here and make him better?
They put a Gore-Tex patch in to replace what the diaphragm should have been.
Now, the diaphragm is, where's the diaphragm? Is that?
The diaphragm separates the abdomen and the chest.
Okay. That's what I was figuring what you were saying, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. And so it'll keep everything in place.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He'll have to have multiple surgeries as he grows because the patch will not grow with him.
Oh, wow.
But it won't be near as, hard as this first surgery was.
Okay. Well, let's go on over to the dad, Jeremy. Just move the mic on over there. So how does Hayes act each day? Does he act like a normal 101-day-old or
Yeah,
how?
he acts just like he's laying there, he kicks, he smiles.
Mm-hmm.
He has good days, he has bad days. But
Okay.
more good than bad.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Now, where will the surgery take place?
Every one of his surgeries took place right there at his bedside in the NICU, except for the very last one that they done.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
A month ago.
A month ago.
Okay, where will the next one take place?
It'll take place there at the same hospital, Wilson Children's in Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville,
Yes.
the Children's Hospital down there. Okay, and when is the surgery scheduled for the next procedure?
For the
Move around.
diaphragm, we won't know until he's closer to a year of age. That's when they usually do that, unless he re-herniates before then.
Okay.
He is scheduled for a bronchoscopy, which looks at his lungs. We've had a problem with his right lung collapsing, so we're going to have a bronchoscopy Tuesday to see if it's improved any.
Okay. All right. And so getting back to Lieutenant Adam Pruitt of the Scriven Police Department, how can folks participate in this and help raise funds to help Hayes out and the family with the medical expenses for this little kid?
What we've done, we've put all the flyers that we've got on all of our city page, Facebook, internet, all that kind of stuff. And we've also put on entry fees if anybody wants to enter the barbecue cook-off and actually compete in that. We're doing ribs, pork butt, brisket, chicken, and steak are the 5 categories.
Okay.
You can get the forms online, or you can call over to City Hall and ask to speak with Miss Adrian Hunter or myself.
Okay, when you say online, where do they go to online?
Probably the easiest place to do it is on Facebook.
Okay, and what would they type in just to get to it?
Just type in the City of Scriven.
City of Scriven?
And it'll pop up our page,
Okay.
scroll down. We're not posting a whole bunch of stuff every day, so it should
October?
be
Okay.
relatively at the top.
Okay, so October 19th is the event itself.
Yes, sir.
What can folks do in advance of that date to be able to help out?
If anybody would like to contact City Hall, you can contact me or Miss Hunter. If there's any kind of money donations you'd like to put towards it, we'd be more than happy to get with you and, take care of that. We've had several people call and say, look, we'll donate a Boston butter, we'll do this. And any of that stuff, what we're going to do is we've got a couple of guys that do barbecuing a good bit. They're going to be there the day of, cooking all that for us to sell the day of the event. So if you don't want to come and compete in anything, come by and get some lunch that day.
Okay, you can just stop by and get lunch.
Yes, sir. Any plate
No
that's sold that
pre-order,
day.
just stop by and have lunch that day.
Just
What's the
come
phone
by.
number down there at City Hall in Scriven?
912-579-2211.
2211.
Yes, sir. And like I say, anything people want to donate as far as either food for it, anything we sell that day, we're going to turn and give straight back to the family.
And you're going to have a whole bunch of events. Once again, let's go over all the events that are going to take place on the October 19th. Just going to have a fun day there in Scriven to help
yeah.
raise funds for Hayes.
Yes, sir. We're starting at 9 o'clock in the morning with the car show. The car show is going to run from 9 till about 3 o'clock. We're going to kick off the cornhole tournament at about 2. So that's going to run 2 until it's over.
Okay.
We're not setting a time to shut it down. The food, last year I want to say we actually started selling food around 10:30 or 11 that morning. So, we're going to have some ready a good bit before lunch, and then we're going to cook and sell until we don't have any more.
Okay.
And the people out there listening that are not going to be able to make the event, but they want to make a cash donation to the cause, who they make the check out to?
They would need to make the check out to the City of Scriven, and then what we're doing is we're at that point and then turning everything, and we're keeping everything together, and then the day of.
Oh, I got you. So they just make a check out of City of Scriven, drop it off to City Hall?
Yes, sir. That'd be fine.
Because there's a lot of people out there listening. Like I said, they may not be able to make the event, but they want to help the cause. So get that information out. It sounds like a good event. Like I said, you have a lot of teams signed up for the cornhole already? Or?
We're getting some. It hadn't really pushed that out.
Is it a
quite as
two-person
hard.
team or
Two-person teams? Yes, sir.
How much is it then? Or?
It is $50 per team.
$50 per team.
Okay, and they have, if they win, what do they win?
The first place team is $300. The second place payout's $150.
Okay.
So last year the showing that we had for it was absolutely just remarkable.
Okay.
And all we did last year was the barbecue part of it. There wasn't really, and the car show. So like I said, we're going to add another event to it, and really looking forward to a good day.
And what's going to location?
The community center right behind Scriven City Hall.
Right.
Or the Scriven Elementary, I'm sorry.
Scriven Elementary,
Yes,
over
sir.
there where the ball field is.
Yes, sir, right by where we shoot the fireworks.
Okay, and someone just text in. You can always text in questions and comments to our regular business line at 912-427-3711. And someone just texted in, my granddaughter was at Wolfson Hospital for most of 2017 for cancer. And it's a great hospital, and she got great care there. And so Wilson's known for their care for children.
They've had phenomenal nurses and care.
And the grandmother there just said that, or grandfather, I'm not sure which one, said that the granddaughter was there for most of the year, and here 2 years later, she's still cancer-free.
That's awesome.
Isn't it? Yep.
Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, look forward to the big event. We'll continue to let people know about it. If you want to come in one more time before the event, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, come on back in next month.
Yes, sir. We're gonna come back on and more or less have some details as far as the event goes. I really wanted, like I say, the parents here this morning, just because I've talked to a lot of people and they kind of know, but they don't really know what's going on. So I felt like that was important to get out there.
Jeremy?
I will have to say, though, that I asked the doctor, like, how many kids is born with this type of situation, and he said that in the United States alone, there's roughly around 350 kids each year. So, I mean, it's a very low, you know, it's very, very rare. But like she said about Wilson, it's phenomenal down there. You couldn't ask for no better for children care.
Okay. All right. And we do wish the surgeries go very well, and that Hayes gets past all this in the next, how long do they think Chrissy's going to do it for? About a year, continue that, and then ever so often after that, replace that valve?
We haven't really gotten that far yet. I guess we'll just take it one step at a time. But I would like to say he was only born with 16 milliliters of lung tissue. That's half of an ounce. He's had a total of 98 x-rays, or actually it would be 101 x-rays now. 41 units of blood, 30 units of platelets, 4 units of plasma, 3 units of cryo, 3 CAT scans, 14 echoes, 27 ultrasounds, and 8 surgeries.
Wow.
Yes.
And only he's 101 days old.
That's right.
Jeez. He's a trooper.
And he's such a happy baby to have gone through all that.
All right.
It's just
and so
nothing but God.
Yeah. So the event itself is going to be on October 19th, a fundraiser to help the Godwins out with their son there, Hayes Godwin, a baby there that's going through all these surgeries. And, you know, just the things that you mentioned right there has got to be astronomical in price. And then, of course, you've got many, many more medical expenses to go. I know folks and here in Wayne County really help out, and I'm sure that you'll have a great event there on October 19th. All right. And is the baby at home?
No.
No.
He's still in the hospital.
He's still in the hospital down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so y'all go down there every so often and
Yes,
visit?
sir. We usually don't leave him by himself. We're usually, one of us is there. So if he's working, I'm down there, and if he's off, I'm here with our other 2 boys.
Okay, all right. So stay in there and they keep constant care on them, okay?
Yes, sir.
I figure with all the stuff you mentioned there, you'd have to be somebody in home or have to be in the hospital, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I think it's a great event that y'all doing, Lieutenant Adam Pruitt, for the Godwins to help them with their son. And we wish y'all the very best in this fundraiser. We look forward to having you back on next month as the details are finalized. And hopefully lots of funds will be raised to help the Godwins out there with their son, Hayes. All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. We've got more guests in the green room out here at the radio station. We'll have them on the air in just a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Hi, good morning. Happy weekend. One more day of dangerous heat, then we'll knock it back just a little bit. Mostly sunny, mid-90s, east wind at 10 to 15. Partly cloudy, low 70s for tonight. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a 30% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, upper 80s. Sunday, showers likely, chance of thunderstorms, high Sunday in the mid-80s.
Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We got more guests here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, and they're coming into the studio right now and sitting down and be with us and be our guest here this morning. And they've got an event coming up and they want to talk about. And let's see here. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Alicia Harrell, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. So what y'all here for?
We're doing a Rise Against Hunger event tomorrow at the high school in the Commons area, and what it is, we're packing meals that go all over the world. We don't know exactly where our meals will go, but they're going to go to help some people that need to be fed.
And why is this being done? Who organized it, put it together? What's it part of? And introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Margaret Jacobson. I'm with Rotary, and I'm the past district governor. I think the last time I was here, I was currently district governor, so nice thing to be past. Rotary started this. We tried to pack 100,000 meals at our conference in May and didn't quite make it, so these are the 40,000 left. And Alicia was there with her mother that day. She saw it on Facebook and said, I want to go pack meals. And so we're finishing that here. And she said, our high school kids in Wayne County have been looking for a project. And she said, can we get those meals? And since Rotary's already paid for them and Wayne County wants to do it, we're here to support them.
You say pack the meals. Where's the food? How do you do the packing? I mean, explain
it's difficult. Okay, let's go back from the beginning. Rise for Hunger is the organization we're doing.
Rotary.
No, Rise for Hunger is not part of Rotary.
It's okay.
Separate nonprofit. They took over Feed the Children globally about 5 or 6 years ago. Basically, they come in with pallets full of 100-pound sacks of rice and beans and soy and vegetable packets. They're all bulk.
Okay.
They come in pallets. The volunteers set them up at tables. We have volunteers that then weigh and measure each of these. They go into small packets. The individual packets are barcoded to make sure there's nothing wrong with them. Each of the tables do those. They put them into a carrying case. They take them to another table where people who feel like they can't stand for 2 or 3 hours can come and sit, and then they seal the packets, and each packet is measured to make sure it has the right amount of protein in it, because we don't want to send them to people so they don't provide them with a whole day's. It's a meal for 6 people in this small packet.
Okay.
And then those packets go to another table where people are putting together boxes. They put them in there, they're measured, they're sealed. They actually go on pallets, and they go from Wayne County High School to a shrink wrap to the port.
Oh, wow.
So there's no middleman. It doesn't sit in a warehouse. We're not spending money doing that. It comes in a truck in bulk, goes out in a truck in bulk, and goes to the port.
Okay.
So people have said, are these going to the Bahamas? Number one, they can't go to the Bahamas because there's no place for a container to arrive right now.
Right.
When we did it in May, we tried to get them to go to where the horrific cyclone was in Africa, because there was such a need then. They couldn't accept them then in May, but guess what? They did last month. So they put the places where they're most needed. Some of these meals went to believe it or not, even though they're a very tiny meal, went to the coast of, with Hurricane Michael hit the coast of Florida, because they needed food immediately. It's where anybody is starving. So these will not go to the Bahamas. They will go to the Bahamas when they get capable of accepting meals. Right. Okay. So this organization, I've got a background of organization and engineering, and I love the fact that we're not wasting energy. We come in with bulk, we go out ready to ship, it goes to the port.
Okay. And the name of the world organization or national organization that does this is who now?
Rise for Hunger.
Rise for Hunger.
Yep.
And this is a project that that Rotary International is helping out. Is that correct?
Rotary, our district, yes.
Our district. Okay.
Yeah, but Rotary International, our 2 zones on the East Coast are trying to do 2 million meals for all 29 districts in the next 2 years.
Okay,
so that's part of that process. Our district is part of that. And Alicia just stepped up.
And Alicia just stepped forward to help out and organize and say, hey, the students at Wayne County High School can help out and put these meals together to get them shipped off, right?
So we can use parents and kids, and anybody who wants to come tomorrow, you can come for an hour, you can come for 3 hours. You can come and sit and do it. You can stand. We've had if younger kids have to be okayed by their parents, but we've got some church groups coming with their youth. I have been very fortunate, as you know, to give drops to potential polio victims in India. This is that kind of an event. You're not writing a check for money. You're actually packing a meal that will save somebody from starving.
Okay.
So great opportunity for you to bring your teenage kids, to bring your younger kids, because they could be runners. just carrying those small packets to the table to be packed. Yeah, there's something for everybody to do. Come and join us. It will be a wonderful event for Wayne County and a wonderful family event.
Okay, once again, and Alicia just handed this to me. I guess this is a flyer y'all put out. Come participate in a meal packaging event in the movement to end hunger by the year 2030. The event here in town to put these meals together is going to be on tomorrow, September 14th. From 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon till 5 p.m. It'll be at the Wayne County High School cafeteria, the Commons area there at One Jacket Drive. Event host, Jackets Against Destructive Decisions and Rotary International District 16920. And so everyone's invited to come between 2 and 5 tomorrow and help put these meals together. And how many meals did y'all want to pack tomorrow?
We are going to pack 40,000 tomorrow.
40,000 meals.
Yes.
And what will one meal consist of?
It's basically, there's 3 cups of dried vegetable. There's dried vegetables, there's rice, there's beans. And of course, they have to add water. They have to cook it when they get there, and a spice packet.
Okay.
And it feeds 6 people.
And so you put all that together in a packet, and then when it gets to wherever it is, then they add that water and cook it there, right?
And the other thing with Rise for Hunger, as in Rotary, there is no middleman. It only goes to, they make sure they have partners on the ground that will not resell this. We have to be very careful about there are people in the world that would like to take this box of meals and then resell it.
Right.
Rise for Hunger is very careful with their partners that they give it to the people that need it. And that's a critical thing.
Okay. All righty. Good luck tomorrow. Hopefully y'all get a lot of volunteers there. And how many students do you have lined up already, Alicia?
We have between 30 and 50 that's told me personally, but I'm hoping that all the clubs that are at our high school, it's been distributed to them, that they're going to show up tomorrow.
Right.
So we're doing a clean setup from 1 to 2, and then clean up after 5. So if you don't want to participate in the first part, you can come set up and leave, or come and clean up, or
whatever
be there
you want to do. Okay, and
whatever.
everyone's invited to come help tomorrow. It's just not the students of Wayne County High School. You got church groups. Anybody, a volunteer, can just stop by tomorrow, 2 to 5 o'clock at the cafeteria at Wayne County High School to help put these meals together. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, y'all have a good day.
You too.
Bob, we're out of time. Good luck with the ball game tonight. All right, WIFO FM. Someone just texted in. Good morning. Do y'all record the Butch and Bob Show? Yeah, we record it, both video and audio and video. Someone said they missed out on the Godwin's fundraiser. And yes, later today by noon, today's world-famous Butch and Bob Show on the podcast.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.